Nikki Haley's time in the Republican race will face its toughest test this weekend when the next primary takes place in her home state of South Carolina. Polls indicate she is well off the pace when it comes to her opponent, Donald Trump. Joining us live now, our US analyst, Michael Ware. Michael, good to see you. So she defiantly dug her heels in this week. Is this weekend make or break for her campaign?
Well, it could be, although Nikki Haley, as a candidate for the Republican candidacy for president, has vowed to continue on to Super Tuesday on the 5th of March, where a whole host of states vote. But in her home state of South Carolina, where she was a celebrated governor, she's going to cop a flogging. Right now, President Trump is up by any measure of polls by at least 25 to 28%. So I think it's certain that Nikki Haley will be defeated in her home state. The question is, does she continue to Super Tuesday? She's vowed to do so. She has the money to do so. The real question is, amongst these Republican voters who are voting for Nikki Haley, 60% of them say that they're moderates who won't vote for Donald Trump. So, will she continue to Super Tuesday? And in a general election, this 35 to 36 to 38% of Republicans who are voting for her, where will their votes go? Will they just sit at home? Will they vote for Biden?
Democrats, yeah.
Will they vote for somebody else? And I'm telling you, if Trump loses 20% of those votes, he's a goner.
So it leads me to my next question. I mean, so she's got the money. She can survive in the campaign, but if she's going to get pumped this weekend, if she, according to the polls, she's going to lose, what's the point in sticking around? What's she playing out here?
Yeah, that's a great question. The noblest answer is that she's a standard bearer. She's a standard bearer for the true small c conservatives that remain in the Republican Party. I mean, look,
so
let's not forget what...
A pride thing for them, standing up for those small c conservatives, to give them something to cheer on, as hopeless as it might be.
I would think that's her point.
Right.
I would think that's her point. And let's not forget, President Trump has a terrible history when it comes to military veterans. He calls those who died on the beaches of Normandy losers.
Yep.
He called, Senator John McCain, who was a prisoner of war for 5 years, a loser for being captured. President Trump criticized Ambassador Haley's husband, Michael, for not being on the campaign with her. Now, let's not forget, I don't think you could pay Ivanka Trump enough money to be on the campaign trail with Donald Trump. But Michael's
she's been quiet.
Oh, dude, she is absent.
Yeah.
And that speaks volumes.
And it has been for a while.
Dude, forget about it, right?
Yeah.
She's just not going to show up for him, is my guess. But Michael Haley, you know why he's not out campaigning? It's because he's on military duty in Africa for a year as a National Guardsman. That's why he's not there. It's not because, like President Trump, who's coming onto a criminal trial on the 25th of March for paying hush money to a porn star to allegedly subvert an election. So you can understand why the president's wife isn't there, but you can also understand why the ambassador's husband is not there.
Very good point, Michael. We'll see how this goes. Talk to you next week.